And if you can remember this one small thing, this video, this website, this theory, my ideas are not created in hate. In this video, I'll be talking about the fundamental flaw in the entire LGBTQIA plus concept. For those who don't know, I am the creator of a theory called the Lovacane Theory. It is my theory that no one is truly homosexual. And as such, I've created a website called Lovacane.com where I allow gay men and gay women to date and vice versa. Unfortunately, when a male exhibits feminine qualities, most people write him off as being gay. So if a guy likes pink, for me, that doesn't mean that he's gay. Or if he likes to wear dresses, I think that something happened somewhere in his life where unfortunately things got a little twisted. If a young lady likes women, I do find that to be problematic. However, if she wants to be a mechanic, I think that's just a personality thing. I don't think that it is something that suggests that she must date the same gender. On Lovacane.com, I have tried to do something revolutionary. My website allows you to continue to be who you feel that you are. If you are a man and you feel like you like men, I don't necessarily wish to change that for the most part, but I do have to change the fundamental flaw. Meaning, if you are a man and you like men, there's a woman within the LGBTQ community who identifies as a man. And as such, I have provided a platform that allows you two to meet and explore. Now, this would be a little strange because you would look like a male. You would be born with male genitalia, but in that particular relationship, you would be the woman. Okay, because that's what you identify as. And vice versa for your partner. Even though she has female genitalia, she would more than likely play the male in the relationship. So I've created a platform that allows you to be who you are, but also give the other side a chance because they are what you say you like. If you are someone who likes the same gender, well, there are people within the LGBTQ community who are the gender that you say you like despite not being born that gender. Now, why did I even go about doing this in the first place? It's because there is a fundamental flaw in the whole LGBTQIA plus concept. And I am someone who values mankind. And as such, I found out, and I think everyone, if they were being honest with themselves, would say the same thing. I've learned through tinkering, I found something that's pretty damning. And what that is if every male engaged in same-sex or same-gender relationships, that would stop the birth of children. If likewise, all women engaged in same-sex or same-gender relationships with women, that would stop the birth of children. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to realize what that would do to mankind. I took it upon myself to find out the answer, and let me tell you, in this video, you will find out exactly what happens if everyone were to go ahead and indulge in a same gender relationship. Now, we do have some things, and I'll address the elephant in the room. We would never have to deal with that because not everyone would ever engage in that lifestyle. Secondly, if everyone were to engage in that lifestyle, pretty sure that some people would sacrifice maybe some of their element in order to breed children. Having to be a surrogate for the saving of mankind is an unnatural thing. Can we agree with that? And if so, can we further agree that if something is so detrimental that it could absolutely wipe mankind out, it must be a bad thing? Now, in developing the Lovacane theory, I had to make sure I removed all of my religious tenets because I am a Christian and I do believe that homosexuality, as stated in the Bible, is an abomination to God. And why wouldn't it be? If God made man and made woman and made them to come together, wouldn't anything else be wrong? It would be. So I would like to challenge you because I don't believe that every individual within the LGBTQIA plus community is adverse to this particular idea. So what I'm saying is if you are a male within the LGBTQIA plus community who likes men, well, there is a woman or a person that has female organs that identifies as a man that would allow you to be yourselves, but also procreate. Whew. I hear myself talking and it's just like really amazing. I feel so excited because I know that not 100% of people will get on board with this concept, but if I can just get 10% of people to try this concept out, the Lovacane Theory out, this can be revolutionary. There has to be someone within these groups who would be open to this idea. So let's go ahead and remove the mystification. This is not going to be for everybody within the LGBTQIA plus community, obviously. But please allow this concept to breathe for those individuals who be open to trying something different. And that's what this is all about. So if this is something that you would like to try, please check out lovacane.com. That is LOVACANE.com. Sign up and I'll go ahead and address it up front. So when you get there, you may see that there's not a lot of people there. But that is the goal of mine, is to spread awareness. And I'm hoping that I'm inspiring other people to also tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. Because unfortunately, these kind of concepts are so controversial that a lot of marketers or people who might invest in this type of company won't even touch it. And that to me makes it groundbreaking. With that being said, before I leave you, I have to show you what happens when humans stop procreating. I want to show what happens when all of men exclusively sleep and date men and all of women exclusively love and date women. What happens to the world? I'm going to show you, and I'll be quite honest with you. I had to use the only unbiased but intelligent individual that I could use was ChatGPT. Now, I did not tell ChatGPT that I was doing this experiment. I simply asked ChatGPT what would happen if men and women stopped procreating. Check it out.
If men and women stopped having babies entirely, meaning human reproduction ceased, the consequences would be profound, both immediately and over time. Here's a breakdown of what would likely happen. Short term, 0 to 20 years. As the existing population ages and no new children are born, the average age would increase rapidly. Decline in schools and child-related services. Schools, pediatric healthcare, toy industries, and other child-focused sectors would collapse due to lack of demand. Social adjustment. Many cultural and societal institutions built around families and children would begin to lose relevance or be redefined. Medium term, 20 to 60 years, fewer young workers would be available to support aging retirees, stressing pension systems and healthcare services. Shrinking workforce. Innovation, productivity, and economic growth would slow or reverse as the labor pool shrinks. Social systems fail, healthcare, elder care, and other services dependent on younger generations would be overwhelmed. Long term, 60 to 120 plus years. As the last generations grow old and die, humanity would approach extinction. Loss of knowledge and culture. Without younger generations to teach and pass on human achievements, language, culture, and technology would degrade or disappear. Final human survivors. Eventually, the last humans would die, and the species would become extinct. Could technology prevent this? Artificial reproduction. Technologies like artificial wombs or cloning could, in theory, sustain human life, but only if reproduction is paused for social or voluntary reasons, not due to total biological failure. AI or non-human continuity. Some believe AI or synthetic life could carry on aspects of human knowledge, but this wouldn't equate to human continuation. The bottom line is, if humans stopped having babies completely, our species would gradually but inevitably go extinct, likely within about 100 to 150 years, unless extreme technological interventions replaced natural reproduction. The consequences would impact every facet of society along the way.
Thank you all for having an open mind. I certainly hope that I did not offend anyone too greatly. And if you can remember this one small thing, this video, this website, this theory, my ideas are not created in hate. They are not to make you feel like you don't matter. They are not to make you feel unimportant. This is simply an opportunity, and I really appreciate those who have an open mind. Again, it will not be for everybody. If it's not for you, you can save yourself some time and just keep it moving. I'm not going to take any offense to any slander whatsoever, because I wasn't built to be sensitive. And I think it's because my God gave me this agenda. Therefore, he gave me very tough skin. So with that being said, I love you. I appreciate you. And I hope that you give the Lovacane Theory a chance. Thank you. Richie, 720. Think about it. I got something that I've been thinking about that I want you to think about. And I don't know if you clicked this video because you thought that I was struggling, but honestly, I'm married and quite secure in my manhood 100%. And actually, I've been thinking about something actually on my way home, just thinking about some things. And I said, you know what? There has to be some people that are still in the middle. And if you are homosexual and you click this video, this might not be the video for you. This video is not so much going to be in agreement with what you're doing. If anything, it's going to be trying to bring back anyone still in the middle. And by all means, I'm not here to promote one thing or another. I am simply trying to help my brother or my sister get over the hump, or if anything, come back over the hump. So I don't want a whole lot of criticisms from people that are homosexual because quite frankly, this video is not about you. I just hope that the homosexual community respects this video and not get upset or offended. And my hope is that they allow those people that are still in the middle receive a few words from me because I'm only here to help. All right. So again, I want to go ahead and make sure that I make known or at least tell you my views on homosexuality. I know that in 2013, people have popularized it and almost said that it was okay or that they condone it 100%. Even the president is down. But the thing about homosexuality that I find very, very strange is that if it is okay to be homosexual, if it's a good thing to be homosexual, then why would, if everybody turned homosexual, would the world end? Think about that. When a man makes love to a woman and they conceive a child, the world continues to grow. But two men cannot conceive, neither can two women. So if everyone on the planet was to go the homosexual route, what would happen to the earth in about 200 years? We'll be extinct. So when you think about that variable, you really have to ask yourself, is what I'm doing okay? Because it's really that simple. I could really stop this video right now. For those who have enough sense to think of that analogy I just gave you, that would be enough. Now, for those who are struggling with the demons of homosexuality, they want to stop, they can't stop. It's a draining force on their life. I understand. I understand you all. I get it because I struggle with my own demons, okay? And I'm definitely on my verge to breaking free. So I cannot sit here and say I condemn anybody who does it, especially if they're on a fight to get free from it. This is what this video is for. And this is who this video is for. Those who are struggling. Now, if you're just full-blown gone in it and you're happy with your lifestyle, then by all means, click off this video and enjoy your life. But for those who are still fighting, you have somebody straight, never been gay, never ever dabbed into that culture, but you have somebody that believes in you and is pulling for you because quite frankly, I believe that there is a man or a woman out there with your name on them, but because you're still struggling with these demons, you're probably missing them. And I can't wait for the day that you put this thing down and you get back into who you really are. Because I am tired of the argument that we're born this way or we're born that way. That's such a lie. And I hope that you can understand that. That's like saying Michael Jackson was born the greatest pop singer alive. No, his father, Joe Jackson, had to mold him into that. When he was born, he was just a kid. All right. Not to say he didn't have a beautiful voice. I mean, fine. That's cool. I have a beautiful voice. Figaro. Okay, I'm not saying that. And what I'm saying is his father put him through rigorous practices, and over time he became who we know him as today. Same as Oprah. She went through tons of trials and things of that nature before she actually was able to speak for other people. So to say that a homosexual person is born that way is really just being lazy. And I really think that those who believe in that theory need to readjust their thinking because something must have happened in that person's life where they brushed up against that type of situation and now it's affected them. All right, that's how everything happens. So anyway, I thought it would be cool to show you some biblical proof, especially if you believe in God, because a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of homosexuals believe in God. The bottom line is the Lord says he's not cool with it. And for a lot of people, that might be surprising. And for a lot of people, that will be enough, again, to keep them from even tampering with this situation. I could go to hell, you could go to heaven. We don't know. I'm not God. If there's somebody out there that's very confident in a certain area and he knows or she knows that other people are struggling in that area, why not show them or tell them some tips? Maybe you might be the changing force in their life. But anyway, I wanted to show you a couple, maybe 3 verses that in my opinion, say exactly what I'm saying in this video. All right, so the first book, chapter, and verse I'm going to be looking at is Leviticus 18 and 22. And it reads, "Thou shalt not lie with mankind," which is man, "as with womankind," which is women. It is an abomination. So it's saying a man should not sleep with a man as if it is a woman. So this is biblical fact. All right. You don't have to worry about my interpretation of what anything says. This is directly from the King James Version. Go read it yourself. Okay, now the second book, chapter, and verse that I'm going to be pulling from is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. And it reads, "If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them." Okay? It says surely. So if you're tampering with the whole homosexual thing, you have to be a little bit afraid, especially when God himself is saying that you will surely be put to death. Now, granted, we will all be put to death because we have all surely sinned. So this is where knowing Jesus come into play. And I'll save that for another time. But to sum it up really quickly, you need to change your ways. Go to a church, ask God for forgiveness, go through the water, which is baptism, accept God as your personal savior, and change your life. And again, you will still have struggles, okay? You will still have problems, so it doesn't really solve everything. But if anything, it does help. All right, so for the final book, chapter, and verse I want to read today, we're going to go to 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. And it reads, "Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of heaven? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of heaven." And I interpret that as very simple. It says, nor effeminates. That's men who carry on like women or have women delicacies. It is time for you to get your life back. If you were born with a penis, then you are a man, Damon. You are a man. All right. And if you were born with a vagina, you are a woman. It's clear, it's cut. Now, it is my hope that you don't hate me for this. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to get you straight. And by all means, feel free to comment and please be mature about it because I'm trying to be mature about the situation. So that's all I really have today for you. My name is Richie720. Go check out all my other videos. They're very intense just like this one. But before we go, the random item of the video is none other than Drano. I want you to drain all that negative thinking. I want you to drain all those lies out and get your life back straight. Peace.